Well, the price of calves, breeding cattle, milking cows, sheep. There's even some alpacas in here today. It's pretty hard to believe at the moment. Saw cattle sales last week. Steers were making about $5.42 a kilo. Heifers went up to $4.98, and calves have been above £900 for 21-day-old bottle-fed calves in recent weeks. And at a time when farming's under a lot of stress, these prices make buying in stock to fatten up look a very stressful prospect. Margins are likely to narrow, even as cattle prices stay high. So deciding whether to buy in stock of all sorts or not to do that can be really stressful. Now, okay, the trouble with everything I've just said is it is just knowledge, right? And in a stressful context, like the one that people James wrote to in the early 40s AD, and they were living through, it isn't really knowledge you need so much. Well, you do need knowledge, but what knowledge normally does is it just tells you you've got a problem and describes a little bit about the problem. If you want to know what to do with that problem, what you need is wisdom. And of course, that's not just true in farming or in business, it's true in the whole of life. So where'd you go to get wisdom? Ah, says James, just let me help you there. If any of you lacks wisdom, says James, you should ask God, who gives it generously to everybody who asks without finding fault, and it will be given to you. Because wisdom isn't self-generated. Well, it's like this. Imagine you're out in the middle of nowhere and your car breaks down. Happens to me, I must admit, from time to time. And you open the bonnet and you stare blankly at the engine and you realise you've got no idea what you're looking at or what's going on. In that moment, you realise you don't need a textbook. You need someone who knows what they're doing. So you call a mechanic. That's what's going on when we go to God in prayer. Wisdom comes when we stop pretending to be wise in ourselves and start asking the one who knows. So here's a super short thought. When you're in a fix, don't just hope it'll go away, and don't just pray for solutions. Pray for wisdom. When stuck, ask the one who's got it for wisdom he wants to give. And there's your super short thought for today.